Okay, that one was kind of a jam. I had to go a little long on that one. Welcome to the Academy. Got the sign going, rotating through our colors. I have somehow managed to get the Steam Deck to talk to the monitor again today, so I can actually get the modded version of SnowRunner back up and running. I have not gone back and touched any of this since I was able to get some to stream last week, so I'm in the exact same position. I finally got that stupid garage opened. Oh, nope, don't know how to type, don't know how to type. There we go. Nemesis has arrived. Thank you. Welcome in. So I've got the garage open. I finally have access to almost all of the contracts in this mod region area. I made a quick little track. Oh, Ragen, hey, welcome in. Haven't seen you for a whole, I don't know, hour, I think now. So this time, big difference here. Well, I made a quick run to try to do one of the contracts and got myself upside down, a little bit of a flip. That's fine. That didn't even count. Today, I've got it all set up. Multiplayer is open and available. I'll have the code on screen if anyone wants to just jump in and cause mayhem. This is not my primary save because it's a mod region, so I don't care how horrible you are, but it's going to be available. And in fact, I have it sitting on the party management screen just waiting for us over there. So I'm going to start digging in and see what I can take care of here. Let's see. I believe the highest level mission I was interested in was fixing one of the bridges that will make getting to and from the garage much simpler than it is right now. But to do that, you need wooden planks. To do wooden planks, you need to get the logging facility up and running, the lumber mill or whatever they call it in this one. And to get the lumber mill up and running, you have to go all the way back to the very beginning of the first map to pick up the trailer with the tools that they need in order to get things going. So that's where I was trying to go when I found a shortcut that went around the Bridge of Doom, but it had a miniature rock wall that if I'd winched from a little better location, I'm pretty sure I could have made it. So I think that's going to be my goal here. The region is Krokodilsk from, I don't know, I think I got the page up here. Let me see if I can figure out who the author of that mod was. Now I got to go into a detail there. You're just going to tell me who wrote it? Anyone at all? Karakal? Yeah, I don't know. But yes, it is a mod region. I don't think I set up any of the mod trucks, but I added the cache trailers just in case there was going to be a need for them. It gave me a Voron with a car ramp attached to it to get me started, because you have to take a car from map 1 all the way out to map 3 in order to get the garage opened. Map 3 had a bug in it that was patched in the most recent version, and every platform that this mod is available on received that patch, except for the Switch, which is where I tried playing this first. When you try to go to map 3, it causes a crash to desktop, and that's fun. But okay, let me go ahead and flip this over here. So there is the code. The code is ZLAP. I believe that middle letter is an L. I don't know if anyone tries it. We'll see. If not, I can always bail out, regenerate it, and try again later on. Let me clear out of that. So I have got the Voron that I started with. Since I finally got over to this stupid garage, I applied the DLC skin wrap because I've never bothered to put it on anything else, so that's fun. This is running in New Game Plus mode, so I've tweaked a few of the options. I made the terrible mistake of forgetting to turn off nighttime, so I'm still going to suffer from that, but what are you going to do? It's really bad in some maps, not so much in others. This one has the fun side effect of when it gets dark at night, if you point the camera just right, you can still stare right into the sun. It doesn't matter that it's supposed to be down at the time. So, I know, or that's why I really don't join Miss Moon's convoys, except on very rare occasion, that kind of stuff, because it's middle of the workday for me there. Let me see, I got to remember the button layout. I am playing this on Steam Deck, because I do not have a fully functional Windows gaming machine. I do most of my PC gaming on Mac, and they do not have a Mac version of this. Normally when I stream this game, I stream it on Switch because it is super convenient and portable and easy to get routed around through all the various video capture devices. Everything's awesome, but its mod support, which only just got added in December, is a little lacking. All of the branded vehicles are excluded. So I've been waiting this whole time because I drive a 4Runner, so I was waiting to add a 4Runner into the game. Can't do it on Switch. Maybe if someone made a 5Runner, I could be able to pick that one up. But I can't have it running here. Let's see. I guess I got the garage, so I was able to put the lift on this, beefed up the engine. I'm towing a trailer, but I went ahead and I put a low saddle on here just in case. Since this was New Game Plus and I forgot to add extra XP, I started at level 1. Let's see, how do I get to my level? I believe I go here and then... Nope, I must go down on the D-pad out here. Yeah, there it is. So, yep, I guess I started at level 0. So I've leveled up to level 1. I do have a mess of going to go. In order to put a fuel bed or a fuel tank on the back on the frame on this, I need to be 4th level. So I got to complete some contracts before I can take fuel with me. Although now that I'm saying this out loud, I do have access to a trailer store. I could go buy a big fuel trailer and drop it right in the middle of the world here. Come in this direction, there was a Scout fuel trailer sitting out there for just that very purpose. It's still got some fuel in it, but it's probably going to be beneficial if I go ahead and prepare to gas up. So let's see, where's... Okay, that's not going to help me out there. This is the bridge that I want to get repaired, but to repair the bridge, I need logs, which I've got available there, but I also need planks, which I have to get from Oleg's sawmill. But in order for Oleg to open the sawmill, I need to complete the current contract up there, sawmill startup. I need to go all the way back to map 1 to get the Curtainside trailer and drag it back over here. So until I have that bridge repaired, I need to cross the river over here. The crossing actually wasn't as bad as I suffered the first time I tried. I'm pretty sure what happened is I got caught on one of those invisible but immovable root balls under the water level. And naturally it was dark when I tried, so I couldn't see any of it. So I ended up driving all the way around the north end of the map. I did find this wonderful helipad up here with a cool helicopter that they got placed in there. But when you get to this bridge here, it's got a rock fall in front of it, and it has one of the few actual tasks on these maps rather than contracts. And I accepted it, but it doesn't actually show up, and there's no drop-off zone for materials, so I don't even know if the task is possible to complete, much less where you'd physically go for it. So I'm going to run over. I am going to go pick up a fuel trailer, and then I am going to bring a fuel trailer back with me to the forest map. I'll figure out what kind of cache I've got when I've got there. Oops, I'm trapped on something. There we go. Do I have headlights on? I need headlights on for safety. Yeah, that's on. Most important, I need beacons on for safety. Yep, those are running. Let's see. I did remember to turn the audio almost all the way back up on the capture card. Hey, old bacon face, welcome in. Miss Moon was having a hell of a time with her parachute game earlier today, but I think it was OBS messing around with the layout on her scene. So all of her parachutes were invisible, but it looks like mine is now coming in here. Oops, I was looking at the chat and not at the guardrail. Oop, there's reverse. Okay. Old Bacon Face, we are picking up where we left off last time. I'm going to attempt this run to go get the Curtainside trailer again. This time though, I'm going to mix things up a little bit. I'm going to go pick up a large fuel tanker to deliver to the middle map region, just to make going back and forth a little simpler, especially if I get any multiplayer jumping in. Chances are, Raging, I will not be playing for 4 hours. Typically I do 2 to 3 because I'm old and I get tired and I need naps. But we're just going to call it that. Also because by the time I get there today, I'm going to be hangry. So probably play until 6 or a little after Pacific time. Oh, the beacon's on for safety. I've heard that so many times. I'm going to give you full credit for inventing it then. But yeah, I've heard it so many times in so many places that it's become a law for me. I gotta turn on all my lights. I even finally remembered to go in on ATS and equipped my owned truck with beacons. I don't like them quite as much as the SnowRunner beacons, but don't make me go over there to trigger that one. Boop. Okay. Oh yeah, before I got totally distracted by Old Bacon Face coming in. Last time I played on the Steam Deck, I discovered that I had to turn the Elgato capture audio all the way up to max, whereas normally when I play attached to the Switch, I have to turn it way down, which seems like it would be backwards to me, but what do I know? I'm not a hardware engineer, I'm a software engineer. So I've got the volume up. You know what, let me bump this a little bit higher, just because you gotta love the good truck sounds. Yep, even at that, my mic volume should still be quite a bit higher than the horn. Please let me know if I need to tweak it further. You know, oh yeah, that's right. There's things and places over here. And what's that one? I'm not sure I've seen this long one yet. There's maybe something else that unlocked with the garage. Cargo management. Oh, they want oil barrels. Oh, okay. That didn't just unlock with the garage. I went through and I accepted every contract available out here. And there are actually quite a few of them. So there's going to be a bunch of these indicators that I haven't seen for. Ooh, hey, repair shop. Nice. That one I did run into before, and I thought it was nice. But at the time, I had no other fuel source. And I was running low. And I was desperately trying to find how to get to that damn garage with that stupid pickup truck I was towing around. Hopefully, the days of panicking and crying and towing vehicles on platforms should be over. This is a nice long boy here. I would have put something better on the back of this, but until I've got that bridge open, I'm not really messing around with hauling the cargo or anything. I was thinking that one originally, but you know what? I've got the saddle on. Do I have $6,000? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's right. As part of New Game Plus, I gave myself $500,000 to start, just because I didn't really want the money aspect on things to be an issue. Steam Deck sounds like a lovely opener. Oh, you hold it close enough to your face. I'm gonna experiment, see if I can get this. Can I get it? Nope. When I'm running, especially on stream like this, I got to leave it plugged into the dock, and the dock plugged into the wall, so I can't quite reach up here. But yeah, the fan actually isn't very loud on this, but it's not shy about going ahead and running and sinking a little heat off those processors in there. So this bad boy can definitely warm up a little bit. I have the bad feeling that about a year into its lifespan, with the low to moderate usage that I actually give to it, that eventually those fans are going to be clicking on constantly. And then the heat will end up becoming a problem. Almost like every single laptop I've ever owned, maybe? Ooh, the flames on the... now that I get to it, yes, actually, the flames on the truck literally do foreshadow something. I have purchased the Year 3 Season Pass, which is going to consist of Seasons 9 through 12 of DLC maps. And for immediate download when you purchased it, because none of the seasons are ready yet, you got a 4-pack of these truck skins. The first one here was this, with all of the flames on it, and it just so happens that Season 9 is going to be about fighting forest fires in Ontario. The other 3 skins, I haven't actually looked at them for a couple of weeks now. I don't remember what the others are. I know Season 10 and 11 have names which are generally kind of cryptic, but Season 12 they're only calling Expansion 3. The 4th season of each year pass is the one that actually adds the big 4 maps and usually adds some extra mechanics to how the game runs. Is there a Hawaii map? That would be cool. There's no lava running when you are in the no, it's not the Yukon. There's one map where there's a giant mudslide that you have to work through. So it's kind of like a really, really cold lava flow. But it's really more just difficulty with requiring something with a high set suspension like this bad boy here. I'm torn on whether I attempt my shortcut again with a bajillion liters of fuel sitting right behind my cab. I've never seen one of these explode in the game, but honestly, it should. Having to run from lava, oh, that would be cool. Then you're kind of mixing it up with Season 7 and the race mechanics. Oh, I got really sucked down over that edge there. There we go, we're fine now. Everything's fine here. Okay, the truck suddenly went mute for a moment there, but he seems to have come back. KDP rocking the drops. What did I get over there last time? I think, so there's the pass just straight ahead and up. I'm sure it's designed originally for you to be able to come down that way so you don't have to cross the Bridge of Doom out there on the left-hand side. But I'd really like to find my way up that thing. 'Cause it turns out the spot where I was trying to wade through last time wasn't terribly deep, but I also wasn't trying to go with a stupid trailer on board. Trailer's definitely complicating things, so let's try going on this side of these rocks. I remember being very happy that I put the raised suspension on this bad boy, which I required the garage to do. So if I had seen that shortcut coming through the first time, it wouldn't have helped because I would absolutely have drowned through here. Going back, we got the clearance for it. So what the hell? I had convinced myself that if I had been winching from the mid-body instead of from the front bumper, stupid quick winch, that I would have been able to pull myself up this little rock face. Instead, I decided to back down and try driving around one side of it. And of course, once you try to drive across the face of one of those hills, you've made a terrible, terrible mistake. Ended up upside down, lodged in some trees, and decided, you know what, it's dinner time. Good night, everybody. And signed right off. It's too early for that this time. If I manage to completely jam myself in here someplace, I've got, what is that? I think I've got a cat with a great big crane on it that I will bring, where are you going, Tree? That I will bring over here to set everything right. Nope. You're stuck on the tree that doesn't, it's lying on the ground. It's just lying there, and yet you are stuck on it. There we go. This is such a dumb idea. But I got enough fuel, I could do this all day. Oops. That's downshift. I have to risk ignoring chat for a minute here. So let's see. I could get it started over here. Got to this point. And here's where it likes to start to drift. Oops. Oh boy. I am going to be eternally plagued by the mismatch between Switch and everything else controller buttons. So did you connect? Yes, you connected. This time I want to hit the right one. Disconnect there. Break off and pull! Oh, no wait, I think I just lodged something. Oh no, I don't know what you're connecting the winch to there. Don't worry me like that. What's the... I can winch from the Diffie up there? That's new. I don't drive this truck much. Almost ever, actually. So it may have a whole bunch of surprises for me. Let's see if this one, right off the nose, let's see if that is actually the base of that tree that it purports to be right there. Okay, well I got the right tree, but it looks like I am attempting to kill it. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and winch to whatever I can get a hold of here. Yep, okay. Can I reach it? Oh, this might be the secret sauce right here. I can hold on to that bad boy. I can get to that bad boy and not destroy it. Nope, I destroyed it. Damn it. Nope, don't go anywhere. There you go. Oh, A and B. A and B. So is the tree that I really want not even available? Seems to be what it's trying to do to me. We're close. Oh, we're close. Oh, we might make it. We might make it. We might flip. Nope. I went ahead and I released the winch, but we're fighting. We're fighting. And we're not quite close enough to the other side of the road. The other side of the road would make this so easy. Let's see if that was a real thing. Unfortunately, I am definitely pulling my face well over into that tree line there. Ooh, I got a little bit of rollback. Oops. Didn't mean to honk, sir. Sorry. Let's see. Let's lift with our back here. Let's see. Where did it? There we go. Let's see if the trailer can maybe push us up that way. Oh, keep going. Keep going, my baby. I would accept a quick winch there if it'll get my face around the front of that tree. Let me see if I can get the actual truck a little bit farther away from that tree. Go back here. Is that okay? That's the one. That's the control I want to get me a little farther away. Do a little more creative winching. I don't know if there's a real anchor point up there or not, but we are going to give it a shot. Probably ought to come back up here. No, I see. No. I wonder if I can just gently pull something over this way without pulling myself down the hill. I think the rocks are a little shallower over here on the left side. Keep going, baby! There we go. Did it take 4 times longer than if I was to just drive around and take the bridge? Yeah, maybe, probably. Would I have made it over the bridge? Oh, almost certainly. It was the little fuel trailer that slipped through the holes and couldn't be brought back out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this bad boy right here. I'm gonna drink up because I definitely need it. Now we are headed this way. Oh, terrible news. Lights went off for unsafety when I changed maps. Let me turn those back on. Can't go up the rock, silly. That's why I never listen to you people. That's also why this game can get stupid, crazy fun sometimes, is you can make it do things that it's not supposed to. Because physics is dumb, so they only model some of the things that they think are the most interesting. Ooh, nice ground fog over here. I may have left myself stuck where you've got that really narrow ledge you gotta scoop across. I think as long as I'm driving it with just the cab. Oh, where does that go? Nope. I gotta resist until later. Driving off the side roads just leads to nothing. There's a whole bunch of cool things off to the side that want cargo, but carrying cargo, they just waste time and fuel. Turn off the beacons for danger. Well, apparently that's exactly what I did. Somehow I made it across the river like that, but the rocks were messing with me. Yeah, here's this real narrow stretch. There's enough room to get a truck by, but when I had that stupid pickup on the cargo, or the car carrier, with that one wheel that decided to hang over the edge, it decided it could not resist the urge to just throw itself over the edge, and then I went tumbling after it. And then it was an exercise in excitement figuring out how to get back up on top of this giant berm that they built the road on. And after all of that, I still missed seeing that stupid fuel trailer until I got all the way out to the bridge. I had to go back for it. Oh yeah, fun story. I've also completely missed where that stupid trailer is. It sits off the edge of the road just a little bit farther than I would normally be looking if I was, scanning for danger on the highway. And it's right against some dark bushes into the edge of the tree line, so it completely evades me every time. Oh, there we go. That's the nighttime sun. It's going to get super embarrassing when I topped up on that fuel tanker back there and I come all the way back over here to get this thing and then realize I actually don't have enough fuel in this truck to make that full round trip. There's actually a building of some kind over there. That's interesting enough that I'm going to fire this up to look. That must be where this little road goes to some fun little building thing over there. Yeah, here's the design for the map. Ah, there's where that field trailer is. So they, in order to get you to see almost all of the map without putting watchtowers in, he just builds this super windy highway, which is kind of neat from that technical perspective on your level building, but on the other hand, it turns into a lot of actually generally unchallenging driving like this. It's kind of just all slightly uneven pavement with the occasional hard obstacle thrown in. But it does translate into, I'm pretty sure, with some of this cargo that I got coming up, it's going to be long, boring, almost logging mission type drives, which may or may not be interesting. I don't know. See when we get there. It does have a nice little mix of things. There's a lot of, hey, look, there are these 10 trucks all stashed all over the place. Go find them and take them places. Those I kind of looking forward to. Yeah, beacons in danger, as it turns out, probably are irrelevant to each other. Especially the way I drive. But beacons on for entertainment at a bare minimum. Why? Weird. I was translucent for a bit, like I was sharing time and space with something else sitting here, but I don't see anything. Beacons and headlights. And yeah, this is the one space where I was able to successfully throw the truck off the cliff, land with the rubber down, and keep on going. But I didn't do it on this playthrough. Oh, hey, there actually was something over here technically I could get to. There's one of those trucks that actually, that's the one I'm currently driving, that you can try to take to a delivery point. I believe I actually need to go this way because that water gets stupid deep where that one truck is stuck. And then it also does the same thing over here. So I kind of need to skirt along this way. It might not be as bad now since I've got the raised suspension, but we're going to give this a shot. There's the curtain side trailer I'm eventually looking for. You can never flip. I usually say that, and you know, with all of my guarantees of safety and such, and therefore, and then inevitably I do it. Though, to actually be fair to myself, I flip a lot less now than in my first 100 hours of playing. Hey, I wonder how this works. Oh, crap. But I still do it. I don't remember there being a giant sinkhole over here last time. He says as he then proceeds to roll his truck. Well, I'll just go around it. Seems fair enough, I guess. Oh, hey, I forgot to go the route that I actually wanted to go. Do I have this active? Flooded road. Show task. Okay. Accept the task. So it's activated. Close this. Oh, I got one of their tasks to actually show up. I wonder if it refused to acknowledge that original one I found by the helipad just because I hadn't activated the garage yet. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Once I've returned with the trailer, as long as the task assignment exists on both sides of the bridge, I can actually get there really fast from the garage. Well, that explains why I don't remember there being a giant sinkhole in this highway. It's because I didn't actually come this way the first time. Or... oh, did I... oh, look at that. Okay. I didn't really recognize it as a sinkhole because I popped up and with the headlights pushed around here. I popped up where that dirt track comes from and then just hopped up the very end there. Let's see how muddy this is. Got better tires on this one too, in addition to the raised suspension. So, oh yeah, we're just going to plow right through here. Hey, oh, everybody pick your feet up. It's going to get a little deep. I think I took a couple blips of engine damage on the way through the first time with the lower suspension, so it had absolutely paid for itself. Wheel spin down. Got stuff I could winch to, but I'm going to hold off on that. Well, maybe not much longer because I think I may be stuck now. Come me over this way, please. Thank you. Back up a little bit, and we're rolling. The author definitely built some deep mud trenches in places, but fortunately, the trench is deeper than the mud in this case. Let's go see how deep this stuff is. Oh, no problem. Yeah, he made it. Easy peasy. Okay, we're definitely going to want to go back that way too. And auto, so let's just crank up and go. So that last spot I couldn't get through because they've actually got debris in the way, but we got the task to clear, so you can drive straight through. This next one up here, I had to drive around because this truck did not have enough clearance to make it through without drowning itself very quickly. In fact, I had to do a recovery. It drowned so hard and so fast. I might regret this. Let's go see. Yeah, that's deep. Yeah, we're gonna go a little easy on ourselves here. We are just gonna go around again. There is probably a path somewhere that if it was daytime, and you could look straight down into the water to spot where the shoals might be, you could probably make it through now. But it's not going to happen at nighttime, and I am actually a little worried about what I've done to myself right here, so I'm gonna winch up just in case. Go. Turning sideways now would just be embarrassing. I don't know, it's a pretty steep drop and rise. Yeah, that's okay. I can follow this tree line around because I know it's passable. Thread right between these trees, though it looks better when I'm at the right angle for it. Oh well, what I do. And then we just hop, skip, and jump right over here. A little deep, pay no attention to that, and bingo, back on the road. So far, I have used less than half my fuel, that's good. Here's another one of those trucks that wants to go home someday. We'll see, my little stupid pickup friend. We'll see. Oh, the magnifying glass is on. We're getting close. Hear myself in the monitor, but I have managed to block my view of stream health. Okay, that's good. Da, 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 da. Just like nothing ever happened. Returning to the port, back where we started this horrendous odyssey. Look at me, guys. I've got a great big garage sticker on my truck now. Ooh, I should do that. Here is this wonderful fleet of trucks that starts over here that I wish I could have swapped into to start driving. But they're all mission specific. They all just sit there. There was one of them on map 3 that you couldn't take control of, but you could steal its fuel, and that's what saved pretty much the entire game there. Attach that trailer, and we are headed back. Ooh, hey, it's new stuff active over here. What's this one? Cargo management. It wants planks, and the only place to get planks is the Oleg's lumber mill way back on map 3. Actually a railing? Yes, it is. I was slow enough that I didn't strip the wheels off this stupid truck. There we go. Bounce, 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 bounce. Back we go. In theory, could have thrown a flatbed and a loading crane on, and I think there's some secure containers that probably want to go somewhere. Could have done a little extra to maximizing time and space, but I'm not playing in hard mode. So money isn't really a challenge. I can save that for a little later. Once I get to the phase where I've got lots of deliveries that have long hauls, and it might help to cut down some of the monotony to have a bed with stuff hooked up to a trailer with stuff, winching another trailer with stuff around, and turn into some version of the Postal Service, carrying everything everywhere with me. But for now, I'm going to laser focus getting this stupid lumber mill open, ready for business. Nico! Hey, you let KDP beat you today. Or were you earlier? I pay so little attention to anything anymore. You may have been here and I forgot. I don't know. In which case, I am so sorry. Hopefully, this will be a lot easier than it was with that stupid consumer pickup on the back. Plow through some trees. They knew what they were getting into when they grew here. There we go, a Nico KDP Love Fest. No, she beat you. She beat you like a redheaded stepchild. I don't really know the origin of that. It's probably inappropriate to say anymore, but I said it. Really weird if you are redheaded anyway and you have a stepchild, because I think that kind of eliminates what was supposed to be the burn on that insult. Oh, look at that with that raised suspension. I can just plow right through that little miniature lake. Not being as careful as we should be here, but I still got rubber on the road, so I'm going with it. Look at that. KDP has been the first to discover the first. Oh, you know what? I meant to attach a sound effect so that I would be sure to hear that, but yeah, there's a lot of things I don't remember to do. It is definitely, it's on my literal written down digitally list to add sound effects to all of the redeems, mainly so that when I'm staring that direction, I can hear them coming from over in this direction. I don't know what Nico is. When I get involved in your people's streams, as far as I know, every single one of you is related to everybody else, and it's kind of weird. It's very saucy though, but it's not hot, because that's pure Nico now. I gotta remember to take that turn. No. Fortunately, this is not something that you've broken yet. I'm sure you're getting to it, but no, this is me not remembering to actually find one and hook it up yet. Really, the emphasis is more on the finding one. I could go through and I could say silly things into the microphone and then hook them all up, and that would be funny. I did find that really nice first place ribbon though to put on the button for it. So at least I felt pretty good about that. I thought, did I add another? I don't know what I've done anymore. Ooh, a true story. I was right here. I was a wee lad in summer. When the sun beat down, you could see a little of the red in there. Oh. But now I have no hair or red in the hair. Do you have no hair? Have I been ignoring the top half of you in your streams? Have my eyes not been up here? The points to select the game is not to make me change the current game I'm playing, but to select the game that I play. Typically, well, originally that would have been my Saturday game. You could pick one. And if it's one I didn't have, as long as it wasn't ridiculously expensive, but something I could at least play on one of my systems, then I would go buy it and play it. Because changing games midstream is just too much for me to handle, I think. I am not going to have enough fuel to do this. Something's gone wrong here on this return trip. I've burned a lot more diesel than I did on the way in, somehow. Uh-oh. If I can at least get back to the highway, I can go grab a new truck and drive all the way back over here again. I'll tell you what, at that point, I'm just going back and I'm grabbing the Tataran, because it will make short work of climbing up that stupid rock face. Oh, actually, you know what? On this save, I don't have a Tataran yet. I'd have to go buy one. Steer you down, why? Well, we're having a lot more trouble on this return trip than we did on the way in. Oh, now I can't reach the right-hand side. Oh, nope. You had it for a moment. Where did you go? I hate this interface for selecting my points. There we go. If I was playing mouse and keyboard, you're able to drag. Although, you know, on this deck here, I do have the little thumb trackpad-y thing. I haven't tried to see if that would actually work and just let me drag from the winch point to the destination point and do it all in one, rather than having to hammer the D-pad to move the selection reticle around. Never got to see me play BB's Bed and Breakfast. I've got Bear and Breakfast. I played that one on stream a couple of times. That one's actually a pretty cool game. I like it. I'm kind of inclined to go back to Fire Emblem Engage on Saturday, but we could definitely do an all-player Scott Pilgrim. Uh-oh, we're getting really low now. We're starting to buck. See the highway. I need a truck with a larger fuel capacity for making one of these ridiculous long runs. Or I need to go grab another fuel tanker and bring it over to this map too. 12 liters. Yeah, the truck sound itself is beginning to auto-mute from time to time, which I'm pretty sure is just a coincidence. But now that we're under 10 liters of fuel, it is definitely going to start bucking and popping. Just want to get you fully up onto the pavement. Okay. Oh, sigh. Let's see, global map. There's the X. So, yep, you got the Fields is now the official fun map because that's where the garage is. Oh, I'm still on port. I still have a full map to cross before I get back over to Fields. The garage. Oh, I like that. It's not just garage, it's the garage. I am not on the Switch, so for the regular maps, they load much faster. This custom map, they're pretty busy, so they're a little bit slower, but they were really slow on the Switch. I have a self-hydration happening here first. Let me see who or what I've got already available. So I got a whole bunch of these DLC trucks. Ooh, an HX. Oh, that's the one that I typically keep decked out as a heavy crane guy. Don't think I need them for that right now. Ooh, the Tatra. I like the Tatra, but he's awful slow. Navistar, that is a Mad Max truck. I don't even remember seeing that one. And then apparently I found this someplace and got to keep it. Sweet. It stole someone's truck. Well, yeah, everybody should have enough channel points now to just start picking all of my games for me, and then I don't have to make any decisions. There's a little something to be said for that. Western Star. You know what I really like? Let me go take a look. Do I have any off-roads? I've got this weird-ass crocodile. Oh, just say no to the Bandit. I loved the Bandit when I first got started because it was middle of year 2. So this was part of, I believe, the 6th season, which had just released before, or maybe it was part of the 5th season. I don't know exactly where it was, but it was already available immediately as a DLC truck when I first got started. And this was so much better than the other trucks that you started the game with. I loved it to death, but as the game moved on and I got better and better trucks and started to discover just how crazy this thing was about tipping and being not terribly good at everything else, it's earned a bit of my ire. Can this guy take a fuel tank? Oh, yep, it can, but still, I need to be rank 4 to unlock the tanks. Oh, God. I did this to myself. I totally forgot that I should have bumped up my starting rank when I set up the New Game Plus. Well, if I can't do that, but I can take another saddle. As far as I know, that fuel tank is going to require 4th level no matter which vehicle I've picked. Let me retain you away. Let me go back to storage. Let's see what we have in the way of scouting vehicles. I can grab a scout for now, have it run out, pick up that scout fuel tank that's sitting out there and have just bring that directly to me. I think I like the look of the classic old Renegade. We're going to go with this. Only has one engine, only has the stock. I'm going to take a gamble. I'm going to take a gamble that it's going to be able to not go all flip crazy there. Here's the big one. I definitely want to change tires. Can I get any? I can't get any of the bigger tires, though. Let me at least go with the off-roads. Yeah. Do a little bit of cash economy there. Oh, good. The autonomous winch is the only other option available. Gaugeable all-wheel. I had better take a snorkel because there's definitely water, and I can't take any repair supplies or the mini fuel tank. Got to be level 8 to get that one. Ugh. Do we have any? Here we go. Any pretty DLC? Nope. So we are just going straight up Renegade. That's a decent-ish horn. Apparently I have to put on the four-wheel drive just to get out of the garage lot. That's disturbing. Oh, settle down, settle down. Oh, I was worried about the the raised suspension here. Keep going, keep going. Oh man, we are gonna rodeo this thing. Oh, jeez. Got a little Dutch roll going there. Okay, we've settled the squirrel down a little bit now. I hope I can get through the water, otherwise I've wasted a small amount of time and I'll have to go back and get a full-size truck after all. I hope I can get to the water, otherwise I'll have wasted a small amount of time and I'll have to go back and get a full-size truck anyway. Vroom vroom, here we go. Oops, didn't need to turn off four-wheel drive. I wanted to engage the diff lock. I think we're still moving adequately. I have to be in low to get the diff lock in, so it's going to be slow. Nope, that wants to winch me backwards. I don't want to do that. I'm going to have to do just a little bit there so I can get moving again. Okay, grab this rock. There we go. That's not terrible. Oh, that was the living embodiment of a question mark right there. Ooh, we actually had a little bit of speed there. Maybe I don't need the diff lock. Usually that's followed by getting stuck in the mud very quickly. So, yeah, we'll see. Oh, yeah, wow. Every button I want is backwards to where I think it should be. And by allowing myself to come to a complete stop... Oh, I thought I'd managed to end myself here in the river, but fortunately, because I'm nice and light, I was able to winch on to whatever that little scrub brush was. Aim for the return of a little bit of speed here. I want to barrel across if I can. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Also, don't hang up on those roots. Should be close enough. Yeah, close enough. I can... Oop. Okay, I'm apparently too heavy for that one. That one works. You keep grinding your way out. There you go. Get you some wheel speed back here. And we're cooking. Definitely got to avoid those. Crossways across the little ditches there. Now we are off. I do tell you guys what, I'd be willing to give you half off if you want to bring back the Colonel Sanders dating game. I told him, please, please don't ask me how. It was free and not worth every penny. I'm a child of the corn, here I come. This seems fraught with risk, but I'm actually going. All right, travel to the forest. Oh, I gotta go find food. That sounds good. I gotta get an hour before I decide to break down and have to go get food. As long as me and the sock monkey have our coffee, we're good to go. I wonder if there's something about the way this author defined... oops, oh, what did I touch? What the hell did I touch? I wonder if there's ways about the way the author defined the ground level here. If there's something that's just a little too high, and that's why you warp in transparent mode. It thinks you're sharing space with something, and then after a few update ticks, it realizes, no, you're just sitting on the pavement, and then it draws you in afterward. But I'm on pavement, but I'm thinking I may want the all-wheel drive on. Real life, that would be a terrible idea with this model Jeep, but there's a lot of things that would or would not happen in real life that do or do not or do in this game. So I'm not going to sweat it too much. It does freak out if you put the lockers on, though, when you're on pavement. It has that much good sense. This is a little bit of a struggle. Keep going, Jeep. Normally, this would be the sort of task where I would break out my beloved Scout 800, but A, I actually don't own one at this point on this map because I haven't bothered going to the truck store, and B, when I inevitably take it all kitted out with the extra fuel and repair supplies on the roof, it's the most unstable thing I think that exists in this game. It is practically impossible to get it to just drive straight. It's all Jack Russell Terrier. Well, yeah, every bridge out here is out to get me. Especially the Bridge of Doom. I clearly had no faith in this poor little scout vehicle's ability to get across the river taking the shortcut. Much less actually climbing the giant rock wall that took quite a while to figure out how to get the full-size truck to do. So I'm going around the long way, which means I'm going to be passing over the Bridge of Doom, which might mean I fall through the Bridge of Doom, and honestly, that alone would be worth the price of admission here. Though, if it does happen, it does mean I will have to start this drive over again. But, honestly, what else? What else have I got to do? Well, what I've got to do is go find and hook up more sound effects. But aside from that, It is a risk with bridges, especially this bridge. I do like their design. I think they used the model from an incomplete bridge, where normally you would then have the task to bring in the metal beams and the concrete slabs in order to complete the construction on it, and then you would replace that model with the fancy working bridge. So they took the incomplete model, they took away the barricades at either end so you actually could get out over the empty space, and then they just covered it in loose logs. Well, some of them are static, some of them are loose, so you kind of have to pick and choose your way across. So when I was towing that Scout fuel trailer behind me, it slipped through a gap in the logs when they shifted, and it was just swinging away below. And the tow rope would clip through all of the logs, both static and movable, but the trailer itself would not. And when you got to the far end, tried to winch it in, there were some static logs that just wouldn't let anything fuel-like through. So I had to cut the rope and watch that poor trailer sail off into the distance and land in the murky deep on my first playthrough. This playthrough, I knew not to waste anybody's time trying to get that thing across, because in order to do it, I would have to carry it on the back of the car carrier. But at the time, I was also trying to get that stupid pickup truck across there. So trying to manage both without throwing them both off the bridge just wasn't going to happen. And I'm a little worried about where that playthrough would have gone if I had thrown the truck off the bridge and into the river. I have a suspicion that would be like a hard mode failure. The only way out of it is to delete the save and start fresh. Which, I don't know that I would have survived that, since I already had to completely restart this once when I discovered that it stayed bugged on the Switch. Speaking of bridges, you played the intro to Death Stranding. I got the free copy off of Epic, their game a day leading up to Christmas. So I actually have it now, but I don't have anything I can play it on. I'm lifting my Steam Deck off of the dock at the moment, so I can get a good grip on it, because I can't get the camera where I really want it, because bridge mode has partially engaged here. Oh, look at that first gap, and look how short this truck is. Okay, don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, low gear. Nope. I clicked too high. Okay. Engage. Nope. Where do you want to go? Oh, only straight to the edge. That's where you want to go, huh? The edge. No attachment points. Oh, God. Keep grabbing. Oh, you almost had it. Wiggle. Oh, there we go. Oh, God, don't fall in. Okay, get over there to the narrow side. Oh, this looks bad. Oh, nope, that is not the narrow side. That is the unnarrow side. And there's still nowhere to winch. Okay, reverse kind of helped. If you refuse to get out of here, I'm just going to leave you as a warning to the others to come. I think he's sitting on the frame now. I think he's sitting on the frame with all four wheels exposed to the air. Nope. You can pull one back. I got one. What happens? What happens if I run you over here? Can Can I get you to the point where you can put one set of wheels super dangerously right there? I would do that. Don't rub it in, Streamlabs. Oh, that one rear wheel. It's trying to grab. It's trying to grab. Oops. We got a little bit of buck there. A little turn. Inch by inch, we're moving that front end over. Nope, not close enough to get a reverse yet. Fine. This map has turned out to be more advanced than me, which is more than I had expected. Well, let me just throw open the car door here and see what we're stuck on. Okay, truck store. Oh, here's the money trucks. Should you find yourself needing a quick $1,000,000? There's my 4Runner. Okay, I want. Okay, I'm taking a miniature detour here. Did I actually? Okay, yeah, that did buy it. What else? I'm gonna buy that one because I just want to finally be able to drive one of those around. But what I also really want to do. There. And oh, it didn't. Did it not deploy? Oh, okay, there we go. It just didn't. It didn't deploy in that bay, or it did, and then I overrode it. Okay, regular engine, regular everything. We're gonna boost that up. Sweet. It'll actually give me the roof rack on this one. I'm taking it. Oh, the beacons. No, okay, well, I can't have the double beacons, but I can have the single beacon. It's a little weird, but I'll take it. I got the, yeah, I can get the fog lights. We got those. And I can have this kind of badass crocodile dragon skin. I don't know, I like it. How dare it rain. Okay, headlights on. Beacons on. We are rolling. You know, this deck has a whole bunch of extra buttons on it. I should dig around off stream into doing some button mapping. It would be really nice if I could just hook up the headlights and the beacon with the button presses and not have to mess around in menus. Okay, the real rescue cavalry are here. That may actually be the first time that I drove one of those Jeeps around. Every time they release the little 2-pack of extra paid DLC vehicles, I always buy them. Not because I think they're critical for the game, but partly because I'm a completionist, and partly because it shows support for the developers, in theory. Realistically, the developers are getting paid to develop them, whether you buy them or not, but as a developer, I like to pretend that I actually benefit from sales of anything I've ever done. But then a lot of them just kind of sit there. The Western Star Wolfpack set is a wonderful example. I bought those just because they were available. Their first release, they were horrible trucks. They were highway trucks in a game that has about 14 feet of highway in any given map. Fairly shortly after the complaints came rolling in, they finally added all-wheel drive and diff locks to them so that they could actually be used in the game. But I've never really come back around to messing with them again. But it's nice to have them. They fill out the stable nicely, and they're, you know, a more traditional-looking American road truck than anything else they've got in the game. So there are certain circumstances where they can look really good. Yeah, this guy's more than happy to just go cranking across this landscape. Not the fastest truck, but definitely the most likely to plow through everything. Look at that. It doesn't matter if I'm reading chat. I can just plow right through some of these trees. Wheels are an evolutionary dead end. It's all about treads now. Oh, I wish. Urgent Sandwich is now online. You know, you're coming to join, aren't you, Sandwich? You just run out, purchase the game, you're getting it loaded up. The Bardic one actually has joined in on one of my sessions before. We experimented a little bit. I did everything badly, so, you know, the usual. This map in particular, because of the long drives, but the nice varied terrain, I think would do really well in a multiplayer scenario. Here, let me set that down. Have another quick self-hydrate. Let's see. Headlights on. Beacons on. Brake off. Brake off for danger. There's definitely a case there. We are going to find out just how afraid of water this truck really is. We are going for the shortcut. We are blowing off the Bridge of Doom. Although 4 axles and 8 wheels will definitely handle those logs far better than that poor Jeep did. But we, because of the nature of how slow this thing is, we are going to go for the shortcut. My goal here is to see just how many trucks I can manage to strand without completing a single mission, all in one stream. Yes, maybe Epic gave me a copy of Mud Runner. Does this game have cross-platform, cross-game multiplayer support? This one, SnowRunner does. Mud Runner, I know it isn't cross-platform. I'm not 100% certain it does multiplayer either. I've never done it if it does. I played that one a little bit on PC long enough ago that I had a working gaming PC back at the time. I just kind of somehow managed to get myself latched on to SnowRunner on the Switch first, and loved it so much that I do have Mud Runner for the Switch, but I don't know about any sort of multiplayer capacity on it. SnowRunner definitely does. I do have the crossplay you have to turn on, which seems strange to me. I guess the point is that crossplay definitely isn't as stable. When they first really had the servers up and running so that they were stable enough you could get a connection, what would happen a lot of times is you would see people on PlayStation and PC playing together, and then someone on Xbox would try to join in, and everybody would get kicked out of the session, and then the game code, like I got on the screen over there, would get locked out. And so the host would have to restart the game so that everyone could get connected back in. But there was a huge problem with the Xbox code. And then I believe they finally had a nice thorough patch that got that taken care of. So now everybody kind of vaguely fails at random intervals on the connections, regardless of platform. Oh man, this thing almost made it entirely on its own. But this last rock is so slick. I'm not sure just exactly what I'm connected to now. Nope, I don't want to winch that way. Oh, nope, I hit the wrong button again. That's why it went away. Oh, I got a clear menu. Oh, and it instantly broke the winch. I'd started moving forward. Oh, I had high hopes. Oops, I'm falling. I'm falling. That's okay. Actually, I bet. Oh no, I tried this in the regular truck. This is actually a rock wall right over here. Even the Tataran isn't going to make it up that one, but I think I go on this side of that little rock piece. I can get a good grab on stuff because the rocks are a little bit lower on this side. Did I mention that I'm a liar? It should pretty much be a given at this point, but I also knew that that tree sitting right there was going to be my key to not flipping sideways. Look at that! Pro move. Still didn't make it on the first try, but I didn't end up upside down. So I'm 2 for 3 on that hill climb now. You know what? Let me go ahead. Let me do a refuel here. Between the roof rack and my own fuel tank, I think I may not need to bother with the mini tanker. Let's see if I even notice it. That sounds like a slight hurdle to joining in. It really, honestly, it depends. You know, the time of day, the speed of the wind, but it's definitely more stable now than it used to be. And most of the time when there's a problem, restarting the session so you get a new session code on their matchmaking server seems to take care of it. I see you over there, trailer. I see you trying to hide from me this time. This time I was going nice and slow and trying to remember where you were. Come with me. I have one actual obstacle now to get around. A super narrow shelf, which at least they designed so that when you fall off of it, you do a nice slide down the hill and not necessarily a roll. Because a roll would probably end your game most of the time. But as long as you slide down, so you keep the wheels on the bottom side of the truck. It took a little poking and prodding to figure out how to get out of there. I think I ended up coming out on the back side of this lake. So I think I came around and I popped out over there. Yeah, because right up here is that rock shelf that you can fall off of. Hopefully, as long as I'm not carrying a pickup on my back, I should be able to squeeze through without having to cry too hard. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully, I am so much heavier than this fuel tank that when it decides to take off down the hill down there, it won't pull me with it. Yeah, you got that little sub shelf and then that slight ramping. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Oh no. but the flowers are still standing. Oh, wow, there is a real trench. We didn't bother finishing our model over there. I'm still going to count it. There's the not victory sound. Can I pull my own weight out of this sort of trench? I can do it this way. Am I going to lose my fuel tanker forever? Maybe. Lock you up. Oh, well, no, the fuel tanker's still there. I might still be able to get it. There we go. Reel you in. Yep, that looks like he's attached. Okay, then. Don't know that I actually see that as being a realistic option, but we're going to see. The level designer, he went whole hog on laying in. Oh yeah, that's not going to work. You know, he went whole hog laying in the forest here. Oh, okay, I can see kind of where that ridge gets put in place. Does it get a little lower right through there? Okay, that might be doable. Let's go see what we got. We have to do a little creative navigation here to get through the trees. These trees are not as densely packed as some of the other places that he's put some in, so I might be able to navigate some. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through here. Why would he do this? Because he's mean. So many hills and so many trees that I can't get the camera to go where I want it to. Oh, I'm gonna barf. Oh. Put the camera in the Death Star trench here. Just closing my eyes and going for it. Oh, well, okay. I went for it for a little while. Now I think I can stay back a little behind. I'm actually driving this thing. I am now backwards towing, reverse towing, maybe untowing. Now I'm just pushing. I'm not even towing it anymore. I'm going to drive deeper in this way. I didn't have to do this the hard way. I just did. Well, hey, this looks like we actually have some slope finally instead of the verticality. Oh, hey, this might actually almost work. Okay, everyone, please keep your hands and feet inside the car at all times. I found a direction I can go, so I'm just going in it. Hey, there is an urgent sandwich. I knew you were coming to my aid. I have to climb a little more of this hill before I can actually read over and see what the letters were that you typed. Oh, someone found the road like a boss. Fire these while I read up on chat. Find your own oil, break free from the system. I have done that. Just drive up. Oh, that's what I did. Nico and KDP doing their thing. Going forward into trees when you can just... Well, yeah, I know. This truck can drive up trees. It can't drive down them. get scared, and then you got to call the fire department. It's embarrassing. The prophecy is always foretelling the arrival of Sandwich because it knows eventually it'll be right. Let's see. Let me grab a hold of my rolling gas tank again. Watch out for the midnight sun. We are back on the road again, just like nothing happened. And honestly, this truck's slow enough. I don't know that would have been any slower than if I ended up having to hit the pavement all the way around anyway, so I don't think there's any real big loss. Oh, hey, there we go. There is a hydrate. That's worth setting a parking brake for. Break out the official code monkey. There was a good one, and it's only slightly cooler than room temperature now. You know what, you're making me a little nervous. Get a little closer. Keep getting closer faster. Good enough. It's like a cat. It'll go up trees. It's exactly like that. In fact, it is the tat, so it rhymes, so you know that the behavior's got to be the same. Oh wait, I don't let you shout at people? You can shout at people all you want. I don't care what you do. As far as you know, I'm not your mom. Maybe I'm the one who doesn't know. Oh God, am I your mom? Oh, and Dixon Butts makes his triumphant re-debut here on the Jedi's Academy channel. Honk. Honk. Didn't we cover this in one of your streams earlier, Nico? I can be your mom. It's just going to cost you. It's an hourly rate thing, as I recall. I don't remember what the rate is, but, you know, it's negotiable. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, that's a good sound. There's the truck pass by. The truck zooming through my headphones right now is so much faster than this poor Tataran. But as I have demonstrated, the Tataran's willing to go anywhere, except down trees. Oh, you wish I was your biological mom. Well, that is going to cost you more. That one has a flat fee in addition to the hourly rate. Hey! Okay, while we're loading screens, I can set that down. 7 wins in a row now, finally. The Avs have been getting enough of their players back off of the injured reserve that they can actually play some hockey. Beacons. Welcome to Beacon Safety School. I will be your instructor. Class is dismissed. There we go. We are reattached. We are on our way. Honestly, I've got enough fuel that I could refill my truck over there by the marker. That's what I've got. How fast does that bad boy go? It definitely travels in kilometers per hour because the base game developers are Russian, so they measure everything that way. They pretend to be more Central European with the developer, and then they pretend to be American through the publisher, but you know they're hardcore Eastern Europeans, so everything they measure is that way. I don't think I see a bunch of people on the streams that I watch talk about the speeds of their trucks in actual real world speeds, but I've never seen where that actually pops up anywhere in the user interface. All I ever see is the gear count down in the far bottom right there. There's something about this lake right here that makes the truck's engine sounds auto-mute from time to time. Bonk! You know, that's honestly not where I meant to park the fuel trailer, but I guess I'll take whatever I can get. Okay, my man, rescue operation is actually finally completed with the operation part. I had a lot of fuel left in this battery. Cool. Boom! Beacons and headlights. Now this is the double beacon setup. Let's see about getting that miserable lumber yard back online now. I think they were missing all of their hand axes and saw blades. That's what's filled this trailer up. Oh, I'm drifting that trailer. That's got safety written all over it. I just wish I had trailer beacons. But this one is so much faster than the Tataran. Now what's going to happen is this truck is going to slide right off that damn hill like the Tataran did. It can make it back and forth in relative safety when it is traveling solo, but that light pickup on the back pulled it right over the edge, and I'm sure this trailer is going to do the same. They couldn't even put fake speed. I know. Definitely move faster than my coworkers. Well, that usually is the sort of thing that deserves no comment because it applies to everybody. Oops, I turned my engine off. That was a mistake. Why did I accidentally make a mistake? Because I didn't have my beacons on yet. Okay, we are following the road. In theory, I bet you could just cut straight across here. Theory makes me cry a little right now. So we are going to go this way instead. We're going to stop up here to fuel if we make it that far. And then we are going to throw ourselves down the rock wall, because that is the direction that the rock wall is designed for throwing. And then, oops, that one's a little too far off the road. And then we are heading that way to the quote-unquote exit. As long as I got enough to make it to the fuel trailer, which I should, until I do something dumb, I should be able to make it all the way back to the lumber mill, which is just across the street from the garage. Sliding is fun. Well, that's why they built it into the game. Of course, then sliding becomes unfun when you can't make the truck stop and you're on the side of a hill, or you are now on an avalanche of rocks that are taking you someplace. Usually what they do is they make you keep going straight when you need to turn, and then there's something terrible straight ahead of you. Oh my God, look at that trailer go. It's totally safe. I'm a professional. Woo! Hey! Man, I set the parking brake so that I could safely let go, and it just kind of kept rolling the whole time I let go of the steering stick. But like I said, I'm a professional. I was probably just driving with my knees at the time, so everything was safe. I never thought I'd hear anti-avalanche rhetoric. Well, yeah. When the avalanche is made of rocks, yes. Rock avalanches suck. Because they're just dehydrated regular avalanches. Total stream of consciousness running through my head. the sound effect to hook up to Hydrate Redeem is definitely going to be something really horrible, like... Oh, and I just did it, so I can go clip myself and take the audio. Boom, it writes itself. I gotta remember to do that though. So probably not going to. Safely in quotes. That is the most accurate thing here today. Okay, everyone, buckle up. Hands and feet inside the car. Oh my God, I made it. It's going to be a very quiet celebration, just because I don't want to jinx myself. Ooh, with the delay on my monitor over there, I get a nice double fireworks show. We're making time. I might actually complete a contract by the time I'm done with the stream here. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Unfortunately, then, we actually need to finish repairing the bridge. I think all of the supplies for repairing the bridge are actually going to be in the relative immediate vicinity of the garage, but it's going to be a lot of trips. I think it wants 6 medium logs. If I want to burn some time driving across the river to go get a medium logging trailer, I could do two sets at a time. Otherwise, I got to keep going one at a time, back and forth and back and forth. And then I believe I would need to also take some loads to the lumber yard so that they can mill them down into planks for me. But until I get the lumber mill working, I don't know what the conversion rate is going to be. That can be variable. Sometimes a load of logs will give you a plank. Sometimes a load of logs, which is actually 3 individual logs, will give you 3 individual planks. Sometimes with short planks, it'll actually do a 2-for-1, so you can get 6 out of a single load. You don't know what's what until you got it up and operational, so I've got time to worry about it. It would be nice to buy the logging trailer before I make the trip back across the river, though, just in case it is extra super useful. So as long as I'm musing to myself while I wander through this bay here, I think maybe I will do that. So it's not too far out of the way, and I can just winch it behind me as I come back across the river. Everything's better with a raised suspension, unless you're top heavy, like the Bandit or pretty much any of those guns. Whole hogs make better bridges. Well, yeah, I have definitely learned that. Oh, I got a bunch of those half hogs sitting over there. Oh, you said logs. Damn. I was thinking of making a bridge out of bacon. You're very top heavy, aren't we all? Eyes up here, mister. Okay, we've plowed through. We're done with what I would fully consider to be obstacles. Technically, I still need to get back across the river. This truck should be able to do it without struggling, but look who's driving. Well, we'll see when we get there. Right now, I'm having trouble driving through just through mud. But I got lots of go-go juice. Hoot. Could have put a better horn on this thing, but it's driving. It's driving. Gotta locate some trails. Keep on trucking. I do have plenty of trails on this map. I just haven't gotten to them yet. I need to get some of the infrastructure set before I can start doing the good trucking. Wait. Responsible plan. You must not be talking about anybody here. Oh, okay. The responsible plan of building a bacon bridge, yes. Okay. Beacons are back on. Actually, to get to both the trailer store and the bridge, I gotta go this way. Finally, something kind of dry, so I can actually build up a little bit of speed. I think those lights out there in the distance are where I really need to get to. Drive through great big tanks. They are full of totally safe, non-carcinogenic chemicals. Nothing bad has ever happened in this little valley here. Everyone, please go on about your safe business. Oops, it's a little muddy here. Oh god, my nose itches. Yeah, okay, we'll try this side then, see if it'll be a little faster to plow through, stay out of the water. Go around the back side. That's what I want to do, is go around the back side here. Let me out. Let me out of this. Let me out. Thank you. Be careful driving and scratching your nails. No, like I said, I'm a professional. Nothing bad could possibly happen while I'm screwing around. Unless I sneeze, and then all bets are off. Because I'm pretty sure if I sneeze, it's going to knock me off of Twitch. Remember how I like trees? Bam! Okay, I'm trying to think. Nothing's happening. I want to detach that trailer. I want to swing my butt around. And I want to pick up a medium logging trailer. X for the store. Log trailer. Gimme. You know what? For the moment, just because it really doesn't matter either way, let me move my view back here. I'm going to go ahead and winch that one behind me. Need a little faster winch here, please. I'm not high enough level to afford the super fancy one. I got what I got. Just winch in. There we go. Come back up here. Give it a honk to let everyone know I'm moving again. And let's go cross us a river. And then let's go get us a... What are we doing? Oh yeah, getting us an operational lumber yard. Let's come here. This will get me back to the storage tanks. Swing through the storage tanks. Stay back there, okay. From the tanks, we cross the river. As soon as we've crossed the river, I can leave the logging trailer there, because I'll need to go back that direction to get to where the logs live anyway. So I'll just be able to hook back up to the curtain side, then take the curtain side to the lumber mill, and Bob is your uncle. So I'm going to be your biological mother. Someone else has to be your uncle, so I'm nominating Bob. Why are we slowing down? Why are we going slow on the pavement? Well, it's probably more cement than pavement, but it's close enough. watch out for stumps. Stupid, miserable stumps. Oh, you're gonna be my uncle. I got a bunch of uncles. But okay. We can work out a familial system trade. I really ought to have that for people who've kind of grown up in toxic family situations. Just rent a good parent kind of deal. Yeah. Hey, Commander, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Will I take my cousin to an Avs game? I would take anyone to an Avs game. They did just play the Kraken, although I do... Actually, that was in Seattle. I didn't go. Oh well. I lost an opportunity there, and I think that was the only time they played here, but I would be more than happy to take anybody to an Avs game again. I'm still a total COVID wuss, so it's probably not going to happen this season. But someday we'll get there again. Oh, that's right, I'm busy. I'm busy towing a lot back here, so churning the mud is a little more difficult going this direction. Oh, there we go, first time chat. Welcome in. I am playing one of the fancy mod maps I found out on Mod.io for SnowRunner, the Krokodilsk region. Normally, I do my streaming on a Switch, just because of reasons. But I found that this one map that I kind of liked, because it's weirdly hard in a way that's both hard and frustrating, but it's bugged on the Switch side. So I am now playing it on a Steam Deck. Things actually seem to be going pretty well here. And I do have it open for multiplayer, although I'm probably down to my last 10 or 15 minutes here. I'm probably going to shut down, if I can manage to get across this river and deliver this Curtainside trailer to get the sawmill started up. I'm trying to get this one going on Wednesdays now. Get some multiplayer action going, at least until Season 9 is available. And then I will go back to my primary save for playing that with some solo action. Okay, I am going to have to... Yep, I'm going to have to ditch the trailer for the moment, at least a little bit. That gets me out of some of the extra mud. If need be, I can come back for it. Because I only need to get up to the pavement level. No, okay, that looks good. I only need to get up to the pavement and I can dump this logging trailer. Because I won't need it for a little bit. I do need that Curtainside because that is the subject of this contract. Drop that bad boy off there, and then I will drop this bad boy off right there. All of my trailers are bad boys, apparently. Maybe I like bad boys. Probably didn't mean to leave it right there, but yeah, whatever works. Trailer's too far away. Oh, okay. Really more a case of trailer's too close, but yeah, whatever. Okay. Hey, logging trailer, you hang out right there. I'll be back for you later. Oh man, this will be the second contract completed in 3. Actually, this will be the 4th session. Actually, no. I know that this is Modding the Snow 3. I think Modding the Snow 1 was my attempt to do this on the Switch first. So since I restarted this one, I guess really it's only my 2nd session here. There's the big fancy garage. I was going to say, I don't think I've driven to the bridge down there before. Oh, how am I supposed to get there? I don't think I can go straight up the hill. Apparently, I haven't actually been to Oleg's. So, I guess I have driven too far. Oh, and I've got this miserable dolly trailer here that's nigh invulnerable to backing up. And I managed to get myself in a much more of an Austin Powers location than I would have preferred. I can do just enough of this to get into the garage area here. I'll just drive it a circle. I'll take my lumps and do it the hard, long way around. Hey, KDP, thank you for the lurk. As I said, I won't be too much longer here. Work is dumb. You shouldn't be working this late. It's bad for your posture and your blood platelets. I'll write you a note if you need. Unless you're in, we'll say, like Australia, in which case you should definitely be getting to work now because it's tomorrow already. If you're that industrious, you deserve what you get. Hey, look at that. I guess I should have turned back here. Okay, new road. We have a chance for another obstacle to make things difficult. Or I could just accidentally dump myself in the drink up. There is a box out there. Who put a mission out there? Oh man, there's the road that gets me down to it. Okay, don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't be distracted right now. Totally distracted. And then there's that fun box. No, and there's a fishing boat. There's multiple boats out there. Ooh, hey, I like. No! No! This rockfall is blocking the coastal road to the sawmill. Oh, okay. When you clear the sawmill road. Okay. Well, at least this one showed up. The other one a little farther off in that direction on the map didn't show up. What do you actually? Metal beams. Metal beams. I don't even know where the metal beams are supposed to come from. Oh, wait, there's... Damn it. The direction I was going in the first time. I think that's actually going to wind around just the really long way. Okay, well, I don't have time to mess with metal beams that I know I'm not going to find. Metal trees. Oh God, I wish. What do I think? I watched a YouTube guy who did a whole bunch of early SnowRunner stuff, and he kept referring to the metal beams as metal planks. Wait, can I get through over here? I think I can get through over here. Okay, here, I'm gonna do that while I talk. No, what? These tiny little trees are invulnerable? No! Now I'm committed to this. But yeah, he kept referring to them as metal planks. I think they actually originally called them that, and there was a large amount of confusion that would come up a lot when something required planks as to whether they were supposed to be made of wood or they were supposed to be made of metal. I think I'm now at the point where I've lost the powered. So at some point, I do believe they actually intentionally changed the name because they were too much like metal trees. So moving over here, smashing. I have never seen a small tree like that be one of the immovable ones before. I would not have known that was even something that they could do. Makes it a little surprising that the regular developers haven't taken advantage of that more often. Don't have a fuel tank on that side, so I might... Oh, you stupid trailer. Okay, well now I'm on a mission. I wasn't just going to wrap up in 5 minutes, apparently. I'm now on a mission from God. The SnowRunner gods. I meant to get a little farther away so I could tow this a little farther down the hill. Why are you not moving at all? Oh, seriously, it's because I got my butt up against another impossible tree. There we go. Let me back you down to here. Set the brake. We are going to see about pulling you up this hill backwards. See, okay, I'm going to let the front end of this truck just kind of fight the wind for the moment, because I would like to get the back end of this trailer to slide over a little farther. Oh, this is almost done. Oh, you only needed to clear it a little bit farther. Maybe if I winch you from the other point over here. Push. This might be enough to do it. Keep down right along the edge. Yeah, look at us, look at us. We're moving. Let go of that trailer so that I can re-winch from over here. Nope, I hit the button too soon. I'm getting an interesting... Oh no, if I hook my rear bumper, that's not going to do. Where are you, cursor? There you are. Please go way over there. A little forward and backward. Nope, gonna have to release the winch to get pulled back. Ooh, do a little tree climb in there. I'm gonna do all of this. I'm finally gonna have fought my way through. I'll get the truck to the other side, and then I won't be able to pull the trailer over. Because that's SnowRunner for you. Winch while I'm backing up. Pull that butt end as hard as it can. Pull my butt. Oh, okay. We're going to try this a slightly different way. Quite see what I need to see with that tree in the way, or the trailer in the way. Oh, crap. I'm out of juice. I have made a right mockery of myself here. So let me go find... Oh, crap. I can't put a fuel tanker on anybody because I can't complete a damn contract to gain any levels. Let's see. Who has the largest fuel tank so that they can just drive up and pour their guts into me, as it were? Apparently it's you. Congratulations. I will turn on my headlights. Ooh, this one's got a good horn. Metal planks definitely come from metal trees. Yeah, I've been neglecting to look over here for a little while. This thing is so slow. It is happy to drive. It'll go a lot of places, but it is so slow. Let me mark where I am actually wanting to head. I need to pull up to there. Okay, I'm going to put on the all-wheel drive just in case it matters. What to do with this trailer? I finally got it in the position I wanted it in. But it's not having it. Boop, boop. Hey, Commander, already with enough channel points earned to redeem the... Let's see, that one is Trucks. So Trucks is based off of some of the royalty-free sound effects that I found on the general interwebs. Horns I've actually sampled out of Snowburner itself. So I've found that the horns redeems actually sound a little bit better, and there are more of them in the random selection. But that one's actually one of the better on the Trucks side. There's one that is the sound of a truck driving by at high speed, and it's a little meh. I don't really mean to do this, I'm just intrigued that it's doing it. Okay, no one look, this is now a National Geographic Channel. Now that I'm out here, and this one seems a lot more happy to just climb over everything. Maybe I make this the lead truck. Since the garage is just across the street, I will just recover the Voron out of the way. This is not fast, but we're also not going very far. That's wild that it was really not wanting to turn through this stuff. Trailer hooked up. Oops, can't turn hard enough to get the trailer. Got a 5-point it. I wonder. Maybe I just accept the laws of the universe here, and since I'm out on this road, I'm already pointed this way. This is not the fast truck to do this in, but let me just see if the road around the other side of the cliff goes around. Maybe that one is just blocked off because it is definitely the shorter route. Maybe if I opt to take the longer way around, it'll just go for me this time. This truck won't have to worry about terrain between here and there, and it won't have to worry about fuel to just drive around, so I'm just going to go. So Optimus Prime's European cousin. That's a good idea. Oh, okay, so you do have it on PS4. Oh, hey, this is something new. Hang on, I got to check this out. What do we have? Cargo management. We have, ooh, consumables live over here. Okay, I gotta remember those. And is this the road I want to turn up? Yes, yes it is. I have looked once upon a time at getting this on my Xbox One because that is as far as I'd upgraded my Xbox side to that point. And I think it would play pretty much the same as this on that system, but it doesn't do the super fancy that the series will. I don't have a series yet, so that's kind of why I ended up going the Switch route, even though the graphics are much lower on it. Just the convenience of the portability and everything is what I really dug. But it is nice to be able to play the actual full-blooded PC version here from time to time as well. And I've never had a connection problem. Actually, I've never had a connection problem with their servers personally on any platform, but I have gotten Switch and PC working together a number of times pretty well. And I had a friend who was going to join from a PS5 once, but the timing just kind of never really worked out, so we didn't run it. But historically, I've mentioned earlier that what I've seen is that the Xboxes connecting in had a big problem at one point because I think it was actually their Xbox One code. They had a big bug when they did their first big push on multi-platform support. Where am I supposed to go here? Did I? Oh no, I'm at the right spot. Okay. Turn up here. So yeah, I've seen a lot of games where someone with an Xbox would suddenly try to connect and then boom, everyone gets kicked. But PlayStation and PC usually seem to work out really well, and when they don't, it's just because their connection servers are bad at the time, and it doesn't matter your platform at that point. I do know that the one downside is that mods are hamstrung on the consoles. They had to go out of the way to ensure that nothing branded, specifically the vehicles, are allowed on the platforms. I know Switch, Nintendo took the longest to come around and actually finally allow the mod support version to be published. And I think that was part of their problem, is not wanting the risk of copyright strikes on their platform. But of course also Nintendo was worried about porn mods somehow. Like Switch.io just blindly approves those at any point in time. Is this where I need to truck? Yes, it is! I finally completed contract number 2. Great work. Now the sawmill can produce wooden planks. Warehouse is now available. Let me go over here and give this truck a kiss. See if I'm allowed to take it, or if this is just one of those that someday is going to have to be delivered someplace. Nope, that is a mission truck. It's a small bummer, but not a big one. Because there are a lot of trucks on these maps that are intended to be driven around and dropped someplace. So now that I've left it, if I come back, cargo management. No, that's winch. Cargo management. Oh, wooden planks. Ooh, this one supports the long planks. So, oh, look at that. I actually don't need to bring the medium logs over here for milling. They're just milled for free. I love free trees. Perfect. Let's see, we're going to stop you right there. Let me turn off the headlights because I want to save the battery. That's really important. And you know what? I think that is going to wrap up our journey into the modding of the snow for this week. When you get done. Oh, is Jesse on? Perfect. I will take advantage of that. Let me go make sure. Then, you know what? If I come over here to this other machine. Oops, oh, hang on. I have typed an inappropriate thing. If if I come over here, let me turn your volume down. You don't need to be that loud. Let's see. Oh, there's Jesse. Let me go grab the name so that I can copy paste, because if I try to type it manually, it's just all going to go terribly, terribly wrong. Paste you in there. Look at that. All found up. So thank you, everybody, for coming in and visiting with me. I'm going to do a little bit of prep work before next week. I'm going to see if I can get at least the Bardic one, see if he's got a break in his Pathfinder schedule somewhere in there to maybe jump in. Anyone else, if you're currently watching and you're interested in hopping into multiplayer, feel free to join me next week. I'm trying to get everything set up and running before I start the stream so I can have the Connect code ready to go so you can just jump in whenever suits you. But I will have that up and available. And my next mission after this is I got to start collecting logs and these wooden planks and take them to rebuild the bridge so that garage access is easier. And then that opens up a whole world of other contracts. There's a ton of stuff to do on these maps. I love this stuff here. And yes, it will be more stuff for you to break, KDP. So let me get ready to fire up the music and fire up the raid. And I will see you all on Saturday for I don't know what, or Sunday for more SnowRunner. Bye.